So Crunchyroll tries to defend themselves by showing that they're worthy to stay with WarnerMedia and AT&T so they won't sell them off. They also state that they believe that the West should control anime. We know how Sony is and how they're censor happy already, so it's not looking good, and AT&T may chop them. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So Crunchyroll has gone on the complete defense to try to prove to WarnerMedia and AT&T that they're worth their time, that they're valuable to them, right? They're trying to do whatever they can to not be sold off. And think of it is, while they were doing that, while they were trying to create damage control, same time, this very article, they also mention one thing. The one thing is that they want to control anime. Now, we're going to get into all that. We're going to look over this article. We're just going to go into some details here, and also a bit of speculation on what I think might happen with Crunchyroll and the future of it. So Crunchyroll's Joanne Wage says anime is still growing in international markets. Now, this is something that many people are aware of because anime has been gaining in popularity over the years. Now, when we look at Crunchyroll has been having issues as time has gone on, and there were talks last year that Crunchyroll would be merged into HBO Max. Well, as the pandemic occurred, a lot of issues happened with the economy, AT&T's debt definitely not helping them as well. Well, it seems that now they are going to be sold off to Sony, which we already know how bad Sony is, and their whole censorship issues, which how they love to be censor happy. They've completely taken a 180 from what they used to be, and now they're a company made of soy. But Crunchyroll went into damage control recently. So Joanne Wage, GM of specialty streaming platform Crunchyroll, says that anime is becoming more popular. Speaking at TIFFCOM, she said it is becoming a global phenomenon built around an essentially Japanese product. The company, Wage said, has focused on expanding beyond core fans to viewers not familiar with the entire anime medium. Celebrities, including rapper Megan Thee Stallion, who in the world is that? I don't even know who that is. Who has partnered with Crunchyroll to release an anime-inspired streetwear collection, have played a major role. She's been fantastic about celebrating her love of anime with her fans, Wage said. Oh, so basically, this is one of those, hey, look, WarnerMedia, we have celebrities, we have Hollywood, please don't chop us, please don't make us lose our jobs. It's one of those cries for help. Now, not saying that I want to see people lose their jobs, I don't, but this seems like a plea for help. That's what it sounds like to me, to not lose their jobs. Because if they get sold over to Sony, well, what's probably going to happen is there are probably going to be people that are going to be just completely unloaded because they'll probably merge it in with Funimation. That's a guess. But that means that plenty of people, including, Joanne Wage here, this means that she would lose her job as well. Because at that point, they really wouldn't be relevant when they have Funimation under their wing. You see what I mean? So that's kind of the big thing to look at here. The company now has more than 3 million subscribers and nearly 70 million registered users. See, here's the thing. If you think that they're just going to look at the 70 million registered users, think again, because what's going to be important to AT&T or WarnerMedia are the people who are paying, right? Not the ones who aren't paying. So, while they say that they have 70 million registered users, well, that's not going to matter in the end because it matters to AT&T where the money's coming from. They're cutthroat. They will chop anybody they feel they need to cut. I mean, not even joking. That's basically what they will do. So, the 70 million registered users, that doesn't matter. Unless they were all paying, it'd be different. But they're not all paid users. And for Crunchyroll to be around as long as it has and only have 3 million subscribers, that is very low. I mean, officially since 2006, but of course it was around 2005, which at that time it was a site you'd sail the high seas for, if you get what I mean, before it became official. Crunchyroll has also been fortunate, she observed, in belonging to the WarnerMedia group. Oh, that's one of those licking the corporate boots. You gotta lick those corporate boots to try to stay on their good side. That's exactly what she's doing here. Though there are signs that Japan's Sony is trying to buy the company, which could spell disaster for anime. I've talked about this because Sony is censor happy, and it makes you really worry for the future of anime.
Warner's had a relationship with animation go way back, she explained. They have so many great characters that understand where anime is coming from.
You see, here's the thing. AT&T doesn't care, though. I mean, Warner might, but AT&T doesn't care. To them, it's about who can bring the money in. You can't bring the money in, well, then they bring out the hatchet. They're all about chopping heads if they can't get their results. That's how cutthroat AT&T is as a company. Through the Warner connection, Crunchyroll has become corporate allies with Cartoon Network and its Adult Swim programming block. Yet another important partner is HBO Max, which now offers a curated collection of Crunchyroll content. Having anime together with HBO's big titles, that's been huge. Yeah, but HBO Max, upon its release, it actually gained more subs than what Crunchyroll has. That's why it's not a priority. Because HBO Max, that's their main streaming service. They're putting everything into it. Whenever they have that, which they're going to put everything into, then why do they need extra streaming services like Rooster Teeth or Crunchyroll or any of that when they have one big streaming service that has everything on it? You know what I'm saying? So Crunchyroll to WarnerMedia and AT&T is just not vital. It's not important whenever they have basically everything that they want on HBO Max. And this sounds like just a cry for help. It sounds like, if anything, Crunchyroll, yet again, just like every single time that it seems like, something comes out that they're going to be sold off, it's like they're just coming out here and they're like, please, WarnerMedia, don't sell us off, please. Like they try to come up with whatever to not be sold off. And that's exactly what this sounds like yet again. Just another session of them trying to save themselves from being sold. That's basically what it sounds like. The discussion moved to anime's original source, Japan, where change is also afoot, with animation producers and distributors moving away from a sole local focus and a reliance on physical media for profits. The audience outside of Japan has become more visible, and they've had to take that into account, Wage said. Okay, now get ready for this. For Crunchyroll's partnerships with Japanese anime companies to succeed, Wage observed, both sides have to think globally from an early stage, with the aim of building lasting worldwide franchises, not just one-off hits. The co-production partners have to be receptive to input, she said. There are simple things that added or removed can maximize the audience in a given territory. She added that Crunchyroll is uniquely positioned to help Japanese partners through cultural minefields abroad. So basically, what she's saying here is that the West wants to control anime, that Crunchyroll is relevant because they need to control anime. Oh, yeah, you mess with the wrong fandom. Because anime fans, we do not want to see anime be changed. But you see, what Crunchyroll wants to do is they want to censor it, they want to alter it to fit their standards. They want control over anime, hence why they state the co-production partners have to be receptive to input, meaning that their input is what matters and Japan has to listen to it. That's what they're trying to say. They want to colonialize Japan, and they want to change anime because they know more and more people are jumping to anime, so they want to control anime. That's exactly what Crunchyroll's trying to do here, which is no different from Soini and Funimation when you think about it in the way that they are with anime, which is absolutely disgusting, and it shows you what they're trying to do to anime. And then when you look at things like this, where you have X-Arm with that horrible animation, you look at all the other things that Crunchyroll's done, like whenever they, for example, said that they were going to be doing what? Helping out Japanese animators, and then what did they do? They gave that money to Elation. Yeah, so much for Crunchyroll helping out those animators in Japan. Am I right? Because this is what they're doing. And then, of course, they take that money, they try to make stuff like High Guardian Spice, which still has never been released when you think about it. And now here they are with X-Arm and this terrible animation. I mean, Crunchyroll does not need to be in control of things, especially if they're going to do stuff like this. I mean, and the thing of it is that you look at Soini, them being sold off to Soini, it's not any better because Soini themselves, what do they want to do? They want to do the exact same thing. They want to censor anime. They want to control it. Once they get Crunchyroll, well, they're going to do it themselves. But from what Crunchyroll's already saying, well, looks like they're going to try to censor anime either way, whether they're with Soini or not. See, that's the problem here, because what this means is that either way, they're going to try to censor anime. And that's not good news at all. And that's the problem, because Japan, they're really going to have to fight back. I mean, they really are. I mean, already going to their government about issues such as these that they're aware of to try to protect the freedom of expression from, things being altered. I mean, it's good to see Japan already starting to, be cautious and try to protect themselves from things like Crunchyroll and Sony trying to censor them. So that's a plus. And when you look at Crunchyroll, let's say, this is finalized and then they're sold off to Sony, which I'm going to tell you right now, I do think that's going to happen. I do think it is, especially with the WarnerMedia cuts and everything. I mean, you look at it, people are probably going to get laid off. Wouldn't be surprised. And that's definitely difficult during a time like this, for example, with the pandemic and everything. And I mean, they're going to lose that big, huge, like mini Tokyo they basically have. I mean, they're not going to keep that. And that was extremely expensive for AT&T and WarnerMedia. So, they're not going to keep that. And the thing of it is that what Japan's going to have to do here, well, I say that they're going to have to fight back. I have heard that Japan has been thinking of actually working on creating their own streaming platform. And if this happens, this would be good because Japan could actually, have people that could jump on there. Tons of fans would definitely jump onto it for certain, I'm sure. Because I can tell you right now, Japan did it. I know I would, 100%. Definitely jump on board to their streaming platform. And they could dub things the way they wanted, because there are plenty of Japanese people who can also speak English, and they could not have to worry about censorship or having to do things a certain way because Crunchyroll or Sony tries to tell them like, oh, you have to fit our standards, which Japan, like I said, they're already trying to work with their government to ensure that they keep the freedom of expression that they have, which is a good thing. So this would be best if they actually create their own streaming service, because then you wouldn't have to worry about going through Funimation or Crunchyroll to see anime that could potentially be censored or altered in whatever way to fit their standards, and it could stay the way that Japan wants it to stay if they had their own streaming service. But anyways, I'll be back again on Tuesday. Let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here. Make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.